For more than 10 years, the world has watched the charmed lives of the Kardashian-Jenner family play out on camera and in the tabloids. If you think keeping up with these Kardashians has become a little tiresome, you're not alone. There are signs that the Hollywood engine that raised them up may be finally getting sick of them. For example, partners in slime. Between Kendall Jenner's for-profit promotion of the Shady Fire Festival and her universally despised Pepsi ad, people are taking more pleasure than ever in watching this family get caught up in scandal. The Pepsi spot was Kendall's first big ad campaign as a model, and it was instantly criticized and scorched to ash for its pretty gross use of civil unrest and political protest as a backdrop to sell sugary soda. The luxury Fire Music Festival was just a low-rent, hilarious mess.
We had no electricity, there was no showers, there was no bathrooms, there was no running water.
A hilarious mess which Kendall was reportedly paid $250,000 to promote, using her celebrity and reach to lure unsuspecting people to the non-existent island party like a modern-day siren. On top of that, the Kardashian-Jenner clan has come under fire from the federal government and media watchdogs for not being explicitly clear when they're posting sponsored content on social media, and Kendall's now-deleted Fire post wasn't tagged accordingly. Plummeting interest. Beginning in 2007 with a big assist from Ryan Seacrest, keeping up with the Kardashians is the spark that started the fire that is the family's mass media takeover. But there are signs that their 10 years of dominance may be coming to an abrupt and ugly end. The ratings for their flagship program are as low as they have ever been, despite high-profile, heavily advertised episodes about shocking events like Kim's robbery ordeal in Paris. After 13 seasons and countless spin-offs, fewer people are keeping up than ever. And some reports show that magazines putting Kardashians front and center on their covers have actually seen their sales decline. For years, publications have been fretting over smaller-than-expected returns on their investments after coughing up big bucks to court the Kardashians. If readers aren't interested in seeing them, then magazines will be less inclined to feature them. Media overload. The Kardashian-Jenner empire has spread itself thin with spin-offs met with varying success. There's been Kourtney and Khloe Take the Hamptons, Khloe and Lamar, Rob and China, the talk show Kris, I Am Kate, and that's literally not even the half of it. And even people who have never watched an episode of TV centered on the family has still seen them in the news. With Kim being married to Kanye West, every Kanye story in the news becomes a Kim story too. Lamar Odom's health scare brought Khloe to his bedside, and the 2016 presidential election brought Caitlyn Jenner into the culture wars.
You were just doing all those jokes about Trump, and I actually voted for that guy?
Yeah, I know. Obviously, you don't watch this show, or else you would have known not to.
Basically, they've got their fingers in just about everything, and there's only so much of that we can take, or that the family can sustain. Celebrity shade. As the Kardashians have grown more successful, so has the resentment from their peers. Fashion designer Tim Gunn calls the family vulgar and says they live inside an aura of yuck, offering this fashion advice.
If a Kardashian is wearing it, don't.
But it's not just their senses of style that have come under fire. Actor Jonah Hill calls their fame disgusting, while Anna Wintour delivered a devastating backhand implying the family was tasteless as she featured them on the cover of Vogue. That's not shade, that's savagery. Fabio, of all people, calls the family nothing but money whores who have no sensitivity. Barbara Walters delivered perhaps one of the all-time greatest low-key burns on the Kardashians.
You don't really act, you don't sing, you don't dance, you don't have any, forgive me, any talent.
And actor Daniel Craig agrees, going off on the Kardashians about how they make their money, saying, quote, "They're worth millions. Millions. You see that and you think, what? You mean all I have to do is behave like a f***ing idiot on television and then you'll pay me millions?" Fan snub. Every year, the Kardashians give their fans fewer and fewer reasons to stay on board, snapping at fans on social media and in public when they're not outright misleading them. Kylie, we will never, ever believe those lips are real. Antics like these only serve to drive away existing fans and don't do a lot to draw in new ones, which one would think would be essential at a time when interest in the family seems to have plateaued. So while Kylie may be queen of Snapchat now, there's nowhere to go from there but down. Just ask Kim about how that feels. The Kardashians' success has been incredible, but it's earned them a lot of scorn and reputations they won't be able to easily shake. This empire will fall one day, and if they aren't careful, there might not be anyone there to catch them when it happens. To put it bluntly, the Kardashians and Jenners would do well to figure out what a lot of their fans already know. Keeping up with the Kardashians is so 2007.
You are so delusional.
Thanks for watching. Click the Nicki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.